Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business.
Good morning, business warriors. It's Monday, and you know what that means. Time to reset, refocus, and reignite that entrepreneurial fire burning inside of you. I'm your host, Anna Steinfest, and welcome you back to Small Business Survival Conversations. Today, I want to talk about something that separates the businesses that thrive from those that merely survive. The courage to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Because here is what I've learned working with a lot of small business owners. Your biggest limitation is not your budget or your team size or your competition. Your biggest limitation is the ceiling you placed on your own expectations. I'm going to start today telling you about Jack Welch. I'm sure a lot of you know, but for those of you who don't know, he was the legendary CEO who transformed General Electric into a powerhouse. Welch had this philosophy that most people, including seasoned executives, vastly underestimate what they're capable of achieving. So his secret weapon was stretch goals. Not just ambitious goals, but goals so big they felt a little scary, a little impossible. Goals that made his team uncomfortable. Here is what Welch discovered. When you set a stretch goal and only hit 80% of it, you have still accomplished more than if you set a realistic goal and hit 100%. He used to tell his team, if we aim for 15 and hit 12, we celebrate it. That wasn't failure in his book. That was extraordinary progress. But here's the kicker. Welch found that teams actually hit their stretch goals more often than anyone expected. And you will ask why? Because big goals demand big thinking, creative solutions, and breakthrough performance. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, Anna. That's easy for a Fortune 500 CEO to say. But I'm running a small business with very limited resources. And you're right. Your challenges are different. But that's exactly why stretch goals are even more critical for small businesses. I want you to think about it. When was the last time you truly stretch yourself? And I mean really stretch. Did you aim for 5 new clients this month when you secretly knew you could handle 8? Did you set a revenue goal that felt comfortable instead of one that excited and terrified you? Are you playing it so safe that you are actually playing small? Here's the hard truth. Mediocrity is the silent killer of small businesses. Remember that. It's not the dramatic failure that destroys dreams. It's the slow suffocation of settling for good enough. Your competitors aren't just the businesses in your industry. Your real competitor is the version of your business that could exist if you dare to think bigger. So, How do we apply stretch goal thinking to your small business? I have developed a simple 3-step framework that works for a lot of entrepreneurs. Step number 1, the 2 times challenge. I want you to take your current goal and double it. I'm serious. If you're aiming for $50,000 in revenue this quarter, what would it take to hit $100,000 in revenue? Okay, don't immediately shut down this thought as impossible. Instead, I want you to ask yourself, what would have to be true for this to happen? This question alone will unlock solutions you never considered. Step number 2, the constraint breakthrough. I want you to identify your biggest constraint: time, money, teams, or systems. Now, instead of accepting it as a limitation, treat it as a puzzle to solve. Welch used to say, don't manage your constraints, eliminate them. Maybe you need to systemize differently, partner strategically with somebody else, or leverage technology in a new ways. I want you to think about how you can eliminate that constraint. And step number 3, the 70% success celebration. This is crucial when you redefine your success. If you hit 70% of your stretch goal, you're not failing, you're winning big. This mindset shift removes the fear of falling short and gives you permission to aim high without the paralyzing pressure of perfection. Let me give you some concrete examples of how this looks in practice. So, we will say that we want a marketing stretch. Instead of saying, I'll post on social media 3 times a week, I want you to try saying, I'll become the go-to voice in my industry by creating daily valuable content and engaging with 50 prospects weekly. If we talk about sales stretch, instead of I'll make 10 sales calls this week, I want you to try saying, I will have meaningful conversations with 25 qualified prospects and close 3 deals. Or a growth stretch. Instead of I'll maintain steady growth, try saying I will double my business in 12 months by launching 2 new revenue streams and capturing 15% market share in my niche. Did you notice the difference? These aren't just bigger numbers. They're goals that demand innovation, force strategic thinking, and require you to show up as the CEO your business needs. So here is your mission this week. And I want you to commit to this right now. I want you to choose one stretch goal for this month. Just one. Something that makes your heart beat a little faster when you think about it. Something that would genuinely change your business if you achieved it. Write it down. I want to physically write it down. There is a power in putting pen to paper. Then share it with someone you trust, your business partner, mentor, or even your spouse. Accountability transforms intention into actions. Next, reverse engineer it. What are the 3 most important actions you could take this week to move forward that goal? Not perfect actions, not complete actions, just progress actions. And finally, give yourself permission to fall short. Remember, 70% of extraordinary is still extraordinary. I want to leave you with this thought. Every successful business you admire started with someone who was willing to stretch beyond what felt reasonable. Amazon started as an online bookstore with the stretch goal of becoming Earth's most customer-centric company. Apple went from nearly bankruptcy to creating products that think different. Netflix stretched from DVDs by mail to revolutionizing how the world consumes entertainment. But you don't need to change the world to benefit from stretch thinking. You just need to change your world, your business, your impact, your income, your freedom. The question isn't whether you're capable of more. I believe you absolutely are. The question is whether you're willing to stretch beyond your current limits to discover just how much more is possible. Your comfort zone isn't comfortable. It's limiting you. Your realistic goals aren't realistic. They're too small for you. And your fear of falling short is not protecting you. It's holding you back. This week, I challenge you to stretch. Set a goal that scares you a little. Take action that pushes your boundaries. And remember, even if you fall short, you will land somewhere extraordinary. I'm Anna Steinfest, and this has been your Monday Morning Motivation. Now get out there and show your business and, most importantly, yourself what you're really capable of. Make it a week worth celebrating.
You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.